Hi everybody and welcome to the channel. Hope you're doing well and dandy out there in Beatles land. Fellow YouTubers, members of the VC, vinyl community, members of the BC, Beatle community, and then anybody else that has just come across our little channel. Right, all this fuss about the Beatles anthology box set. Now, if you're getting it, you're getting it, and if you're not, you're not. This is not actually about the Beatles anthology, but it's just made me think how some other artists have done box sets. The Beatles, I've always thought, up until Revolver, most of their box sets was okay. I think since Revolver, they've sort of like lost the way a little bit, but hopefully things might change. So let's have a look at what some other bands or artists have done with back catalogues and how they've promoted it and things like that, and see if Apple maybe could learn something from it. Some of these have been featured in videos before, but the idea for this video, not only is the anthology, I watched a video by my old mate, Gav Axman Spins, where he was showing some of the box sets he's got that are supposed to be like the top 25 in value, according to Discogs. Discogs. I don't know how much these are worth. I can remember roughly what I've paid for most of them, but that's not the thing. It's just showing you what other record companies and artists have done to promote back catalogue, basically. So the first one I'm going to look at is probably one of the best ones I've got in my collection that isn't a Beatles box set, and it's Adam and the Ants, Kings of the Wild Frontier, which was probably Adam and the Ants' most famous LP. Did absolutely fantastic all in the UK, all over Europe, and I think it's also a hit in America, wasn't it? So with this, you get a box full of treasures, basically. So I'm going to have to do this very, very carefully because it's a while since I've looked at this, and I know it's full of things. Ooh, let's see. Ooh, right. Oops. Right, so you get a lovely box. You get what looks like an LP. But this isn't actually an LP, believe it or not. Yes, it is. That is the LP. Yeah, so this, I'll get it right in a minute, won't I? Right, so you get a gold vinyl LP, and then you get Kings of the Wild Frontier Disc 1, which is a remastered version of the original album. Then you get some of the B-sides, which is Press Darlings, You're So Physical, and Fall In. And then there is a KPM studio demos of Don't Be Square, Be There, The Human Beings, Los Ranchos, and Making History. So that is one of the extra CDs. So you're not only just getting the remastered album on here, you're getting extras as well. And that is on a gold disc. Might look silver, but it's actually gold. Then you get Kings of the Wild Frontier Disc 2. So you get live at Park West Club, Chicago, April the 16th, 1981. So you get a live album featuring most of the songs off the Kings of the Wild Frontier LP. Then you've got Beat My Guest, you've got Xerox Car Trouble, and then you've got ANTS, which was a one-sided flexi flop thing that Adam and the Ants did. Then you've got Amp Music, Rough Cut, and then you've got Don't Be Square, Be There, which is also a rough cut. You see what I'm saying? So you're getting all these extra things, look. And this is before we even look at the remastered album. But you know, it's amazing what some companies will do to, do something like this. I mean, Adam Ant's had a hit for years, has he? But yet people are still talking about him. Then this is disc 3 of Kings of the Wild Frontier, and this is a DVD. So you get the videos of Kings of the Wild Frontier, Dog Eat Dog, and Ant Music, which were the biggest hits off the LP. Then you get Adam and the Ants Live, Dog Eat Dog, and Physical, or You're So Physical. That's live in November in Manchester. Then you get Adam and the Ants at the BBC. So this is like things off Top of the Pops and things like that. So you get Dog Eat Dog from 18th of December, sorry, 18th of October 1980. You get Dog Eat Dog, Top of the Pops from October the 20th, 1980. Then you get Ant Music from Top of the Pops from December the 11th, 1980. Ants Invasion and Kill It in the Home from the Old Grey Whistle Test in January the 14th, 1981. Then you get Adam and the Ants Live in Tokyo, 1981. And then you get Ants Invasion, a documentary of the first Adam Ants tour of the USA in 1981. So you get all of that as well. And again, this is on a gold disc, gold CD. So you've got two CDs of outtakes, a CD of, well, Blu-ray. It's not Blu-ray, is it? DVD. And then, so that is how the original album would have come out. And you do actually get the album in this, which I forgot about. I thought that was in a different thing. So you get a remastered version of the original album, the UK album, that is, not the American one. And this is on gold vinyl. So you get all that. But there's more, folks. You also get the original catalogue that came in the original album, which is basically telling you the history of Adam and the Ants. So in one way, you'd think, that's really, really good. But then, you even get some more. This was on the back. When this was sealed, this is what was on the back. That shows you everything that's in it. I'll leave it there, so if you want to freeze it, you can zoom in like that. Then you get a file of goodies, sealed. Careful this. That's like rice paper. So you get Adam and the Ants postcard, Ant Music for Sex People, Kings of the Wild Frontier contains Dog Eat Dog, Kings of the Wild Frontier, new single Ant Music out November the 28th. That's on the back of it. Publicity photo. Then you get Kings of the Wild Frontier sticker. You get a publicity shot of Adamant. Adam and the Ants Ant Warrior. Ant people are the warriors, Ant music is the banner. My number is 40013. It hasn't got my name on it, it's got an expiry date, but that's something nice to have. Don't mean a lot, does it? But you know what I mean. Then we get another Adam and the Ant sticker. Another publicity shot of Adam. Then you get Kings of the Wild Frontier, the new single released on July the 25th. Initial quantity in picture bags, which means picture cover. A new royal family, a wild nobility, we are the family. So you're getting all these little bits and bobs, aren't you? Adam in the Ants Invasion Tour. So that's telling you where he toured in the UK. Another publicity shot of Adam. Another publicity shot of Adam. I think that's from 1981. I don't think that's from 1980. I think that's a slightly later photo because his hair's longer, believe it or not. Then we've got Adam and the Ants original fan club memorabilia, or to join Adam Ants fan club. So Adam and the Ants Frontier Tour 1980. Amp Music Review, special guests, God's Toys, also featuring the Amp Music Disco. And then this is all the places it went. It only went on from 9th of November to 14th of December. Liverpool, Edinburgh, Glasgow, Durham, Lincoln, Hull, West, Runcorn, Sheffield, Blackburn, Manchester, Grimsby, Leeds, Aylesbury, London, Doncaster, Oxford, Exeter, Penzance, Southampton, Lewisham, Cardiff, Brighton, Coventry, Stoke, Derby, Bristol, Birmingham, Shrewsbury, Carlisle, Newcastle, Ipswich, Chelmsford, and then Canterbury. That is all the places that the band played. And when this record was released, it was available in HMV for a limited period at £2.99. £2.99 for an album, eh? Be nice to get them for that nowadays, wouldn't it, folks? Eh? So that's all, even that. And then you get this, which I think is a massive poster of Adamant. And then that folds out again. I won't get it out because I won't be able to fold it up right. So you get all that. I'll put them all away in a bit. Get this one down there. But then you get this as well. You get a booklet in it. So you've got all that, folks. Now when I bought this, I think I bought this about 2 years ago, and it was still brand new. It was sealed, and I paid the grand total of £65. I think, or was it £55? It might have been £55. When I went to Chesterfield a few weeks ago, there was one of these on one of the stalls. Okay, it wasn't sealed, and I think he wanted £70 for it. So when you think of all the things you're getting in that for that amount of money, all the memorabilia, the photos, a book, you're getting CDs, you're getting a DVD, you're getting a remastered album. That's value for money there, isn't it? Obviously, it's not value for money if you don't like Adam and the Ants, but I'm just saying this is what CBS did to celebrate would it have been the 40th anniversary of that? Then there's this one. Now, this is one of them bands you either love or you hate, and this you can pick this up for virtually next to nothing. It's Status Quo, and it's called from the makers of Status Quo. So it's a 3 LP set. The first 2 discs are basically the greatest hits. So it starts off with Pictures of Matchstick Men, which is a fantastic psychedelic sort of record single that they did in 1968. And then the final disc is a live concert from the NEC in Birmingham, where Prince Charles and Lady Diana were present. You can get this in an ordinary square box as well. This reminds me very much of the older Public Image metal box set, which I used to have years ago, which is virtually the same as this, same size, can and everything. And again, that was 3 discs. Now, I can't remember how much I paid for that. And to be fair, it's probably only worth about £10 now anyway. But this is what I'm saying. That is something different. You're getting something different for your money, aren't you? You're not just getting the same old records shoved into a slipcase. Then this is one I got the other day. I'm not going to get this out because I've done an ordinary video on it. I'll tell you what's on this. This is the Kinks are the Village Green Preservation Society. So on this you get a double album, which is a remixed and remastered stereo version and a mono version in a gatefold. Then you get an album which was the Swedish version of the album. Then you get 3 7-inch singles, and then you get 5 CDs and a book. I've played this quite a few times since I've had it. The sound quality, everything is brilliant. And I paid, bearing in mind this was new, I didn't think it was new when I got it. It was actually new. And I paid £85. The thing's still there. £85. Now all that, so I mean, you're getting, like I say, it's like a bit of artwork, and it is very, very heavy. I'm gonna have to stop doing this. So you get the original 1968 release stereo and mono albums, 2018 remasters on 180 gram heavyweight vinyl, original gatefold sleeve artwork. Then you get in the original 1968 Swedish 12-track LP. So there's a slight difference in the running order on that. Again, that is a 2018 stereo remaster, sorry, and that includes Days and Mr. Songbird that weren't on the original LP. And then you get one, two, three, four. Well, you get CD one is original stereo album plus bonus tracks. But it is the 2018 remaster. Then you get the original mono album remaster plus bonuses, original sessions, alternative versions, mixes, and backing tracks. That's the third one. The fourth one is BBC TV performance audio and band interviews. And then the final disc, CD5, is preservation, act, outtakes, demos, alternative versions, Denmark Live, unreleased time song. And then you get picture sleeve singles, and then you get extensive notes by Andy Naylor, interview quotes from Ray Davis, Dave Davis, and Mick Avery, essay by Pete Townsend, Robert Ryan, and Kate Mosman, unseen Village Green related photos and imagery. Then you get memorabilia with this. You get 2 postcards, 6 glossy band photos, gig ticket, Pie Records promotional card, and Dave's sheet music. And you get all that for £80. So this is what I'm saying, for £85. But I didn't pay £85 because I know the bloke did do me a really good deal on that. So for what this anthology is supposed to be, which is basically 3 albums you've already got. Okay, some of them have been remastered, I think. Then you've got the fourth one that's got hardly anything of interest, really, but you've got to buy it as a complete box set. All these you do have to buy as a complete box set, excuse me. But it was giving you things extra like books or memorabilia, singles, CDs. See what I'm saying? Uh, and a fraction of the price of what certain Beatles ones are going for. Uh, but I am going to show you Beatles one as well, because this is another version where, excuse me 1 second, I've just got a bit of a dry throat. Beatle Dave, like and subscribe. And this, in one way, is like the Forgotten Beatles box set. It's Magical Mystery Tour. Now, most people think, well, they haven't had a Magical Mystery Tour deluxe box set, but we have. It was this one here. I'm not actually sure when this came out, to be honest. But you get you get director's commentary by Paul McCartney. You get the making of Magical Mystery Tour, Bingo the actor, meet the supporting cast, Your Mother Should Know, Blue Jay Way, The Fool on the Hill, Hello Goodbye, from Top of the Pops, Nat's Dream, I'm Going in a Field by Ivor Cutler, Here We Go Round the Mulberry Bush by Traffic. But you get, I think this is going to be easy to show you if I can remember how we get into this. This is like a really, really dead strange one to get into. There was 1 second, folks. Ah, that's it. Because it's magnetic at the sides, and if you don't get it right, you can't get it out. So it's magnetic, so it opens up like that. And that's it, all set out like that. So you get the lovely book, and it's not just it is like a proper book. It's not like the booklet that you get in the album with the original Magical Mystery Tour bus on it. Then you get the Magical Mystery Tour double EP, as it would originally have been released in the UK. And I think these are stereo, not mono. No, these are the mono mixes. Because until 1976, we didn't actually get the Magical Mystery Tour LP in the UK. You could get it on import from 1968, I think. So that is virtually identical to the original British EP. Then you get this Magical Mystery Tour with a slightly different rear sleeve. And on this, you get a Blu ray and a DVD. And this is the Magical Mystery Tour film. So again, you see, you're getting DVDs, Blu rays, plus the records and a booklet. And you get extras on these as well. There's extras. Now, this is quite hard to find now. It's been sort of like forgotten about by a lot of Beatles fans. Um, but yeah, but if you try and get this on DVD, this film, it's quite hard to get. I used to have it on VHS many, many years ago. And that is the DVD. So there you are. So you're getting all that, and then you get a Magical Mystery Tour ticket. So why has this sort of like been forgotten by most Beatles fans? It's even been forgotten by the Beatles company Apple, I think, because if you go on their website and don't ever advertise this, okay, it's probably out of print now, don't get me wrong. So for all these people that are saying, why aren't we getting Rubber Soul and why aren't we getting Magical Mystery Tour and why aren't we getting a Yellow Submarine box set? Well, probably not a Yellow Sub, but you could do Yellow Submarine like this, couldn't you? Could just do it as an EP and then with the film, a DVD and a Blu-ray of the film. But that, I think I paid some daft like about 65 quid for that. Daft as in a good price. So again, value for money. Then there's this monster box here. This is a Rolling Stones studio album box set. So you can compare this to the Beatles in mono, uh, or the Beatles in stereo box sets if you wanted to. Now I've got no problem with those two box sets. Again, I do think they are actually value for money when you work out how many records are in it, and studio quality record, songs, not uh, demos and snatchets of songs and things like that. So this goes from Sticky Fingers in 1971, and some of them they have made it into gatefolds that weren't original gatefolds. Some of them they've made into double albums that weren't originally double albums. Um, that goes from Sticky Fingers to Biggest Bang. Um, so it is a career, well, 70s, 80s, 90s sort of thing for the Rolling Stones. Now, when I bought this, they did have, oh, the person I bought that off, they did have the original 1960s LPs, and some of them were American ones mixed in with the UK ones. I paid £235 for this, I think. So either 235 or 225. And it is. So you got 14 albums there, but you got to remember some of those are double albums, so it's more like probably uh, 20 albums in total, and they all have been remastered and remixed and things like that. Remixed, probably not remastered. So again, for what I paid for that is going to be less than what it is to go out and buy a certain Beatles product that is going to be coming out soon. The shame for me, and that goes down on its own. Look, it's going down on its own. Look. So when that is goes down, it's virtually airtight. You see it? So this thing about this Beatles box set that's coming out, it's not really a box set, folks, is it? It's not really a box set. It's three albums that we've already got. There's a fourth album. It's going to be in a case, similar to the Beatles in mono 1964 US albums that was released. Was it last year? Got no problem with that because you could buy them individually. But if you're going to make a box set, make it a proper box set. You know, even if it's something like this. I think the thing with that was you got like the greatest hits, but then you got the live album. So I'm saying, you've got to give people value for money. Now I think all those are value for money. There's other ones I could have shown you as well, but I just thought try and keep this quite quick. Excuse me. Now the Beatles, when they started doing the box sets, Sergeant Pepper was only released as a CD, wasn't it? And you got a Blu-ray in with it, didn't you, or something? Never released as a vinyl box set. So there again, with that Adam and the Ants one, you could probably do something, a mixture of both of them. So you've got CDs and the album in it. But then because it would be done by the Magic name on it, that would be, really, really expensive. Yeah, so you got where was I? Sergeant Pepper. Then we had the White Album. Again, that was a fantastic box set, I think, because you got lots of demos and stuff like that, and the sound quality on them was top notch as well. Uh, the Abbey Road box set, for some reason, I think isn't quite as good. Again, these are just my opinions. You've got the Giles Martin remixed version of the Abbey Road original 1969 LP, and then you've got two discs, or that's in one record, so it's like a gatefold of alternate versions, and like a really, really flimsy book, like pamphlet, like you get in the HMV CD box sets. That to me was a little bit of a disappointment. Then they did the Let It Be box set again, a masterstroke, no problems with that whatsoever. You got books, you got the Get Back album, you got studio sessions as well as the remastered album. So again, that was a really, really good box set, but it was slightly expensive. Then we've had things from like George. We had the All Things Must Pass box set, which is absolutely fantastic. I got the 8 LP version of that, I think, and then you got books, proper books, not pamphlets or magazine. You get proper books for them, and I think that was less than what the anthology is going to be. My Beatles in mono, if you work it out, is probably slightly more. I think about £100 more than what this anthology is going to be, and that's for 14 mono LPs, isn't it? And a nice big proper hardback book. Then there's the Agostini ones. Now the thing about that is you could either buy it weekly, you can get them in the boxes, or you can buy them individually, and they are pretty cheap if you buy them individually. You can get them for between £15 and £25 for the single albums. Uh, but then there was things like the Red and the Blue album. Right, they tried to do that as a box set, didn't they? And what was it? Just the two LPs shoved into a slipcase. Now, to me, that into box set, and that is again, I think that's where Apple started to lose the plot a little bit because, yeah, remix them by all means, the Red and the Blue albums, but you didn't need to make them into extended albums. You should have just left them how they was, because from my own point of view, I think in one way you spoilt that album, and you've made that look worse than the original albums. Uh, then you've got the what is it? The BS13, BC13, whatever it is. That was a fantastic box set. You've got the Beatles from Liverpool from 1988 LP box set, and that is the one to look out for as well, because they are all new records and not like just repressings of existing records. It's 8 brand new albums, all there were. Uh, yeah, I think the majority of the time they've got it right, but I think the past couple of releases, with the exception of the mono box set, I think Apple have basically messed it up. Hopefully, with all the videos that have been going out, they will learn from this and maybe start to listen to some of the fans a bit more. Now, this is not, and I've got to stress, it's not an anthology video. I'm just showing you some of the things that other record companies have done. I mean, there's a Sex Pistols one I could have shown you and all sorts, but I didn't want this video to go on forever, which it seemed to be. So yeah, so just look out there. So obviously, if you haven't got the Beatles anthology and you're going to buy all 4 records, it's ideal for you. But see, some people say, well, none of these really give you anything different, but they do, because you're getting, concert material, you're getting DVDs and things like that. Now, the anthology was such a massive project. If they would have put all that into one big box, could you imagine? You get the book, you get the albums, you get CDs, you get the DVDs or Blu-rays. How much would that have cost? You'd be talking well over £1,000 by judging how much they're charging for the vinyl box set. So that wouldn't have sold. I think that's why they've had to do it all like in a mishmash sort of thing. Yeah, so I hope you've enjoyed this. If you ever see that Adam Nance one, by the way, it is well worth the money, as long as you're not paying stupid money for it. But I don't think that was that much when it came out. I'm sure it was less than £100 when it came out. So yeah, I don't buy records to think I'm going to make a profit on them, because I can't make a profit on them because I'm not selling them, if that makes sense. I just buy them because I love the music. And this does show you a little bit more of the sort of music I do listen to, other than the fantastic Beatles. Beatles will always be my number one band of all time. No matter what Apple does, they can't take away the pleasure that these records over the years have given to me, and not just me, to millions of other people. So, it's time to just think, come on, let's think of the future now. And, what's going to be with the anthology is going to be. And that's it. So, until the next time, it's Beatle Dave wishing you all peace, love, and happiness. Remember, you're the Beatle Dave. If you've liked this video, by the way, just give me a thumbs up. If you've got any comments, please leave them below. And I will see you again. So, until then, it's cheerio, everybody. Bye bye. Love and peace. Love and peace.